Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining in this morning. Let's double check the audio. Please let us know you can hear us loud and clear. We will be using the questions panel on the right side of your screen. You can use this panel to send us all of your questions throughout the webinar. Let's wait a couple of minutes for everyone to join in. We will be starting the webinar in about 5 minutes. Thank you.
No.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our webinar, Electric Plants Installation with YONUSA. Quick reminder, this webinar will be recorded and sent to your email after the webinar is over. I would like to welcome Mr. Samuel Nurko from YONUSA, who will be our presenter for today's webinar. Please send us all your questions during the webinar. We will be using the panel on the right side of your screen to answer them. And we will have a Q&A panel at the end of the webinar. For those of you just joining us, welcome. Mr. Nurko, we're ready to start.
Thank you very much to everybody. It's a pleasure to be here. And I thank you very much for investing your time being here to know about our products and a very new product, new product. That's why we're doing this seminar. As please, all your questions, be free to send them. We're going to have the people here. These engineers are going to answer your questions that it will be more transparent, more interesting, all the information. Okay. As I'm going to start, I'm going to be a little fast because we don't have a lot of time, but I think we're going to have everything okay. Okay. What is YONUSA? What do I need to know to sell YONUSA Energizer? Installation elements and the verticals YONUSA products are the things that we're going to see in this seminar. Okay. We are a company that has more than 30 years in the market, specialized in perimeter protection. Okay. We are in this time we design many peripherals, many different kind of equipments that works with the with the electrical fence that you're going to see also in this presentation. And we're dedicated to manufacture these electrical fences with a very important quality. We are certified in ISO 9001:2015, and also we have a lot of certifications that we're going to see here. We attend a lot of countries in the continent. Also, we sell to Africa, and in the beginning, and also we are using this also. We combine the Israeli technology with Mexican engineering, and also develop Mexican engineering here. We have many. These are some of the certifications. We have the official Mexican norm. We have DICDUC. DICDUC is a norm for selling in all in the south of the continent. We have the ANSE. ANSE is also a Mexican, very important certificate. Certificate industry that give us these important certifications for the security of the guy, of the people that use it, also of the burglar. We have also the IAC is the engineer electric certification, and RETIE is one of the is the norm that you need to have to sell to Colombia. It was a very different difficult norm to have it. Okay, well, some of our customers are airports, borders, prisons, mines, electrical. The important company of electrical supplier in Mexico, CFE, is one of our principal customers, and they have a lot of things to protect, and they use our products. Also, we do a lot of seminars. If you want to have a seminar, you can talk to EPCON, and we can do as an installation, dedicated seminar for your people or for your customers, whatever you need. Also, we have Mexican time. We have 24 hours all the technical support by phone, and also we can do projects for you, like they say, key hand projects. As if you don't have the infrastructures or something like that, we can teach people, or we can send people there that they teach a good team, that they could do the project. We have now a very important project in Colombia. Is 180 kilometers of fence. It's a mine, the most big mine in the world of charbonet, I think is the way, carbon, and many projects like this that we can do for you. Okay, why do I need to sell YONUSA products? The most important thing is to know how the electrical fence works. The beginning, the electrical fence works when you see this label that it says, this is in Spanish, but it says danger, high voltage, okay? And also it need to have two different kind of signs, because all the burglars, they don't know how to read or to write, okay? In this label, it begins to work because they say, hey, look, maybe yes, here is a lot of high voltage. Maybe we can go to the other house that it also has. This is a very important dissociation system, but some of them could say, please, in this very thin wire, I don't think it's going to be high voltage. As they're going to try, as if they try to touch the wire, they're going before they touch it, 1 centimeter more or less, they're going to receive a spark, an important spark, high voltage, and it gives you a very important pain in the hand, in the arm, and you're going to be bad maybe 6-7 hours, something like that, because it was very important. But maybe this guy says, okay, it was just a little spark, and many of them, they say, we're going to take the wire, and you can use a glove if you want, but if you touch the wire, the equipment is YONUSA equipment is the only one that can measure the body of the person. It can measure the impedance to know how many voltage and current, how many power he needs to be contract. When the guy or the burglar touch the wire, he's going to be contract the 113 muscles that we have, every of all the body together. It is the same time, is the same, this guy is going to lose the same energy as he runs 2 kilometers with all his heart. Okay, after that, the equipment is going to leave you out, that the guy that can go out from the fence, and he's going to go from the fence to the floor. This is going to be maybe a little more painful, but the thing is to try that the guy doesn't go inside the property. But if he or many of them wants to go inside and they break the fence, the equipment is going to check maybe about 4 seconds. It's going to check if the wire is broken or the fence is broken, and it's going to give you an alarm. Okay, the alarm could have lights, maybe 3 sirens of 30 watts. Also could be it could be send you by our application an alarm to tell you that somebody cuts the wire or destroy the fence. Also, it can go. It has a port that you can put it. It's a dry contact that you can use it for putting like a zone in a alarm system, whatever. It could talk with every kind of different kind of communicators, satellite communicators, radio communicators. Okay, as the important thing here is that already the burglar has a little pain. Also, the sirens and the lights, they are working. But the interesting thing is the guy is outside. It's a difference between the alarm and the high voltage electrical fence. That the electrical fence give you the opportunity to have the alarm before the burglar goes inside. Okay, if we do a little resume of the a list of what this is, it is a deterrent. It's repulsive, aggressive. It's intelligent because it has a controlled current. When somebody touch, it could be from a little bird from 50 grams to until a guy of 250 kilograms, and the equipment knows exactly how many power it needs to go. As we don't do a big problem to the guy, but we transmitted an intensive pain to him. Okay, it's compatible with any communication systems, and is also a continuous sensor in all the perimeter. Okay, this is what I told you. It was 653 muscles. Sorry, if you want to contract all your body in the same time, you couldn't, you can't. But the interesting thing here is the electricity do a contractions, a very intensive contraction in all your body. Here are the different kind of equipments. We have equipments for different powers, okay? Since 0.6 joules until 5 joules, but this is variable. All of them depends of the perimeter that we want to protect. it goes from 150 meters in 5 lines, or 500 meters in 5 lines. This says is 2,500 meters, okay? And you can have here the different powers and the different meters that you can protect. Also, we have one that it is 2 zones, because all of these, they protect you 1 zone, and this equipment could help you with 2 zones. The good thing is that you just invest in 1 equipment, 1 battery, 1 siren, and 1 ground earth, okay? As it's after, if we could have a seminar how to install everything, we can talk, we can teach you, and also you can talk directly to the engineer department of EPCON or YONUSA, and we can teach you in that way, okay? Also, you can have many videos in YouTube that they are YONUSA evaluation of Earth, how to do a granter, how to connect the equipment, many things about that, okay? This is our new equipment. This equipment is the new one, because we have the market that people says, look, if I'm going to do an important thing, maybe an airport, or maybe an important industry, I'm going to use a YONUSA electrical fence energizer. Okay, but if I have a house, or if I have a little commerce or something like that, I will buy maybe a cheapest one. But this cheap equipment, it doesn't has the quality of YONUSA. YONUSA is a very important quality. It has a very important quality because we use a lot of all the semiconductors that we use. They are serial 1, that is military and medical semiconductors for manufacturing these things. There are different kind, like commerce, that they're very cheap and they are not very stable. And industry is the 2 series that is for doing machinery and things like that. But we use the most quality. This equipment that you have, maybe you can see it here. I can show you. Sorry, it's like this. Okay, and it's very simple. You open it like this. Okay, and you have these screws, terminal screws, that you can connect it very easy and very simple. And here you can have the high voltage. You can check that we have 4 screws here, 4 terminals, okay? Because the equipment has the ground supervision. If you got the supervision, if you got the ground line in the equipments, they don't do an alarm. This equipment, if you got the wire of the ground line that you do a loop, okay, you have the alarm. Okay, the other important things that we have here is that the equipment has a remote control. You have 2 months of 2 key fobs like this of remote control. You can use 40 buttons in each for the equipment, 40 buttons, or you can have 40 just a single button. Also, they work in 433 megahertz, and if the client already has some key fobs like this in this frequency, you can add it to the equipment and you can use it. And it's a good thing, because the customer he doesn't need to pay more. Okay. This also the equipment, like all the equipments that we have in YONUSA, the case, it's no flammable. It has the norm, the very important norm is the B0 and B5. Okay, this kind of plastic, it's important because it doesn't do a flame. Okay, you can cut a little piece inside of plastic and you can check it with the flame, and you're going to see that when you stop the flame, instantly the fires go off. Okay. Another important thing is that inside you can put a 12 volts 4 amp or a 12 volts 4 amps hour or 7 amps hour. You have the space perfectly to that. And also, if you can see my cursor here, you have this little part that you can put there a little Wi-Fi receptor transceptor that you can use our in a simple way our application to turn it off, to turn it off. If the equipment goes in an alarm, you're going to receive it in your cell phone, and you know that you have a problem there wherever you are. Okay, and also you have a panic button from the application, from the app. We're going to see it a little more. Okay, this is what I told you. Also, the cabinet is IP66 case for water, for whatever you need. It could go in the outside. Okay. Also, the color, it doesn't change because it has an additivement that we use to do that. Sorry about that. To do that, the equipment, it doesn't change of color. It doesn't oxidize. Okay, and that's more or less that's equipment. The very important thing is it's a very cheap equipment. is something that you can have for a little house, for a little commerce, and it's very cheap, and it gives you more or less about 150 meters in 5 lines. Okay, these are the other ones. We have not this one that is the AYNG 12,000. This give you 1.2 joules, or it give you for 500 meters in 5 lines. This the 800 AG 12,000 127 P, it gives you about 1.7 joules. It gives you for 750 lines, meters, I'm sorry, in 5 lines. We have this equipment, the EY 10,127 AF is a high frequency. It gives you 10,000 meters line or 2,000 meters in 5 lines, but it gives you 5 joules output. It's also anti-plant. If you have plants, this equipment doesn't blow the alarm until you cut the wire, but it takes the plants out of the wire with the high voltage. And the other one, like I told you, this is a two-zone equipment. It gives you 1,000 meters for each zone in 5 lines, and it's a very good equipment. Okay. When you install an electrical fence, you don't want to be one shot. You want to have more recurring money. Okay. As the interesting thing here is how to do that. If we install electrical fence, the interesting thing is to say to the client or to the customer, hey, you need maintenance, and you do a plan of maintenance, and you can charge for that maybe from 12 to 20% of the cost of the electrical fence every year. And this is money that you didn't have before. And just to go there and to check the lines that they are straight, maybe to change your label here, because in the label you have the most important thing, your telephone number in the bottom of the label. And if somebody looks at the electrical fence and say and look and say, hey, it looks very nice, and also it is like a good protection system, they're going to call you. Okay, that's very important thing. I have some guys that they go to the houses that they have electrical fences, and they say, hey, for free, I'm going to give you a maintenance. And what they do, the maintenance, that is very simple and very easy, and they change the label with that it says danger high voltage, but they put the label with the telephone number. That gives you the opportunity to have your publicity more to the publicity that everybody can see it. Okay, this is just a hint. You can see here. Okay. Also, you can check when you go to the maintenance. You just need to check the battery that is okay, the insulators that they don't have sparks. You also can check that if you put the wire of the fence to the ground, that you have the alarm, or maybe you can take can disconnect the equipment from the fence, and to check that it works is like you cut the wire, and this is the only thing that you can do. Some people use a little sabon, a little soap to wash with a little piece of material. You can wash the lines, and they look very nice. The material of the wire that we recommend in the Caribbean is aluminum, and you can have it in EPCON with no problem. And this kind of material, it gives a very good conduction, and also if you clean it, it's going to be like new. It's going to see like it is new. Sorry about my English. We have another thing to give you recurrent money, and is this device is a Wi-Fi PC board that you can use it for our app. Okay, I think it's a little. I'm going to send you. Okay, you can have it. The app is like this. You can have here all the customers that you want. Okay, and also you have in all the customers can do this. They can turn on or turn off the equipment, and you can also you can put this application to 10 people in your family or wherever you want. And when you turn on or turn off the equipment or the energizer, or if you have an alarm, the 10 people knows that you have an alarm, because you will have here a label that says the alarm is on, and in this moment you can react. Also, you can have it, you can send it, that application, to maybe a policeman booth that is near your house or something like that, near the client's house. Also, you can have a panic button. Also, you can open doors. You can turn on whatever you want, lights, motors, whatever you need, engines, electrical engines, lower as half HP horsepower, or you can use a contact for more power, because we give you inside of this PC board, we give you 4 relays, 4 dry contacts to use for this. The 4 of them could be pulse or close contact. Okay, you can change the number. Maybe you don't want that it says here puerta. You want to say door or front door, or maybe you can say alarm pulse. Also, you can put here whatever you want, lights. The only thing that you need to do is to push with your finger and don't take it out, and then it's going to give you a space to write what is the label that you want. The interesting thing is all the information is not in the cell phone. It's in our I don't know how to say servidores, servers, the computers that they are in Apple, Amazon, Google, and in the cloud. As the good thing is, if somebody steal the phone, or it breaks or something happened, you buy another one, you download the application, you can find it in the stores, and is in YONUSA name, and you could have all the information that you discharge there. The other thing, interesting thing, is that if you turn on something, maybe the electrical fence, if it doesn't turn to green, it says that it couldn't do. But if it turns to red, we have to acknowledge that the equipment really works. Okay, really did that. Okay, this is simple, but after we can have a seminar how to use it. But it's very simple, and also you can call to the technical support, and we can guide you very simple. These are many other accessories that we have for installation. We have the insulators. This is for passing. This is for corners. Also, we can have the high voltage electrical labels, and with the space that you can put here your telephone number. Okay, we have tensors. We have the double insulated cable for connecting from the equipment to the fence, the wire in aluminum that you can send you in aluminum, or also if you need, we can send you just galvanized. Okay, and this other insulate that is it's something very interesting that we designed. It works like corner, like passing, and to do some how to say, turns. Okay, now we're going to see each of them. This is the past one. Also in Mexico, we manufacture these poles. This very simple to have it, because you don't need to do a drill or something like that, and you can buy it very simple. You have it, and you can use there a wire gouge, maybe a 14 wire gouge, AWG, as they can work until 18,000 kilovolts, that you don't have any spark or any kind of problems of insulation to the pole. This is the corner insulation. This is all of them. They are manufacturing a very important plastic. They are protected by UV, and also they have a very important insulation that you don't have maybe a leak of high voltage or wherever. They are manufacturing of propylene and polycarbonate plastic. This kind of insulator, if you can see that it's orthogonal, you have here to maybe to put the wire to the pole, and in here you can have the high voltage wire. Okay, the other one, you cannot see here, but it has here this little bed that we say in Spanish, that it gives you the opportunity to have more distance from the wire to the pole. Okay, this is a tensor. Okay, we really recommend it to use the tensor because you can make that the fence, it looks very nice if you tense a little the wire, because if it is going to be hot, a hot day, the wire, it gives a little more distance, and the poles could go straight, and all the fence is going to you're going to see the fence more stable, or more nice, I'm sorry, nicer. And if it is cold, the fence is going to contract again, and you're going to have this work. Okay, this is a this is an important tensor. It's Chrome here. This is SAMAC, and it gives you a very good work. They can do a lot of work. They can tense until 100 kilograms. Okay, you can put it in high voltage. They are very low resistance. It's 2 ohms. I'm sorry, not 20. It's 2 ohms. Okay, resistant. This is the 3-in-1 insulator that you can have it for pass, for corner, or for tense, like this. You can pass. You can tense with the two with this screw. When you put it in the pole, here you have the how to tense it. Okay, and also it's like a corner. You can come here and you change the way that it comes. Okay, and it's also very useful. You don't need to have many insulators like corner or to pass. You have everything together here. Okay. We have also the wire. The most important thing, as you need for 300 meters, you need to use 16 gauge AWG because it gives you the excellent resistance, electrical resistance, and everything is about 1.5 millimeters. But the important thing here is the temple of the wire, that when you tense it, you don't have the problem that the wire could broke or something like that. This is the the product that you can find in Epcon, and it's a very high resistance for corrosion. You don't have it. You will not have it there. And in many places in the island, you need to be in front of the sea. The sea is very aggressive, and this kind of wire doesn't have problems. Also, you don't have problems with the 3-in-1 insulator that we saw here, because also it has here a very important kind of chemical process that it gives you the opportunity to doesn't have any corrosion here. Okay. We have also the double insulator cable. This cable that you can see here, it has a 22 gauge AWG, a Cooper, and all of the hoods that you can hear here, or the wire, the little wires, they have a stain that they don't do any problem of sulfate or corrosion when they touch the wire, the aluminum. Also, you have a first insulation. This is a silicone one, and this is a PVC jacket. And also, it has a little kind of chemical process for the UV protection. Okay, this can give you a 30 kV pulse that you can move the high voltage of the equipment, because the equipment works in 12,500 volts at most. Of maybe when you have induction of the same fence, you will have 16K, but the cable is perfectly functional. Okay. Also, we sell you this kind of labels. They are with a very good resistance for weather. Also, the ink is UV test, and it works perfectly for last maybe many years. It depends of the different kind of weather that you have. Okay. YONUSA Plus, I'm sorry of that. This is not here, but this kind. We have also this kind of device. Is an a power amplifier. You need a little more power in the energizer. You can have a 35%, 30% more amplification of the voltage. But the other important thing that does this device is that when you are very near of a high voltage transmission line, electric transmission line, you could have a very important induction to your fence. And if you have that, it's very dangerous because maybe you're going to have there for induction maybe 8 or 9,000 volts. And the problem, it's not the quantity of the volts, is the frequency. When YONUSA equipment works, it works 1 hertz, okay? It gives you the opportunity to have the impulse into the body, and then it gives you 1 second to go out from the from the wire. From when you lose your strength, okay, for electrical voltage, you will need to have it again to go out from there, maybe 300 milliseconds, 0.3 seconds, okay? The YONUSA equipment give you 3 times the time to go out from there. But if the induction gives you 8,000 volts and is 60 hertz, it will give you just 16 milliseconds. You cannot go out from there. The people that touch that could be dead. But this equipment, it gives you this important opportunity to have a very secure fence, or even though you are near these high voltage transmission lines. Okay. Also, we have the only equipment that has a remote control is this one that I show you. Okay, but the other ones you can buy. The KL2 is a remote control. It comes with two key fobs. It gives you about 50 meters between walls, and with a line that you can see with a C line, you can have about 90, 100 meters. It depends on the battery, but more or less it works in 433 megahertz. And also you can use 40 buttons for this device. Okay. Also, you can use the buttons of the client that he already has if they are in the same frequency. 433 is the most common. The most common. Also, you can turn on it has 2 channels, and you can turn on the fence. You can have an alarm. You can open the door, because also you can program it for pulse or to be a continuous contact. Okay, it works. It's universal. It works with everything you want to turn on or turn off a distance. Okay, this is the Wi-Fi module that I told you, and in this one, this is the application that you can see. But you can have 6 different things to do. Is Wi-Fi, as you have if you have Wi-Fi, or maybe you have 3G or 4G or LTE in your cell phone, it works perfectly. We have in for iOS and also for Android. In App Store and Google Play, you can discharge. It's totally free, as you can turn on your fence, or you can turn off. You will have the alarm if somebody cuts the wire. You have also a panic button. You can open doors or whatever. All of them could be pulse or continuous contact. Also, you could do, you see here, you can do routines. It says, look, I want, for an example, I want to turn on the lights of the outside of my house all the day, or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 6 o'clock and turn off 6 o'clock in the morning. It will do it alone. Or you can say, I'm going to my outside house and I want to have my jacuzzi hot when I arrive there. As please turn on my jacuzzi just Fridays, 12 o'clock, that when I arrive to my house, 4 o'clock, I will have my jacuzzi working fine and hot. You can do a lot of things with this. Also, you could have a historical list to know what's happened and which one of the people that are using the application did. Like I told you, maybe if somebody comes to you and you install a fence, an electrical fence, and say, hey, come on, they wrote me because they crossed the electrical fence. And you say, and the equipment was operating? Yes, it was operating. You go to the historical page and you can check and you say, hey, look, 10 years, 10 days, sorry, 10 days before Mrs. Smith turned off the equipment. Hey, why she did that? I don't know, but ask her, but the equipment, it was not working. And this is a very good thing to present to your customer and to say, hey, it's not my fault. They turn off. But when she turn off, all the people that they are in the account, they know that she turns off. And it's interesting because it's a good way to be very secure. Okay. Also, we have a device very interesting. This is for pumps for water. In Mexico, we have in many countries, we have pumps that they pump the water from the bottom of the building until the ceiling of the building, when they have tanks of water, and for gravity uh, give water to all of the apartments. But the thing is that you need to pump, you need to put here a switch, a water switch, and you can need to send a wire until maybe the 10 or 5 or 3 stories of the building, and you need to check where to put the wire of that the people are not, they don't see the wire, because if not, they're going to be not very, not going to be very nice. As with this equipment, you put one of the transmitter, you put it here in the tank, and the other one you put it in the pump. And wireless, they're going to when the water key says I don't have water, this transmit to the receiver, and you will have water, because the pump is going to pump the pump to the tank. It has many things. You cannot see the signal, because it has a range of 1 kilometer if you put the transmitter outside the building and the receiver outside the building. If you put it inside, maybe you will have 8 stories, and you can use also a repeater to have another 8 stories if you cannot put the transmitter outside. Okay, it works very nice. And also you have in the receiver, you have a LED to check if you have signal or not. If it is green, you have a very good signal. If it is yellow, you have signal, but it's not the best. And if it is red, you don't have signal. As this give you the opportunity to check where you have the best signal, in order to maintain a very good communication between the receiver and the transmitter, and you can have a very good way to work with no wire. That's an important thing. If you don't have energy here in the ceiling, also in EPCON, you can have a 10 watts solar panel with its controller and a battery, and you will have energy for night and day every time that you need. Okay. Also, the receiver can turn off on one pump of one horsepower. This is the most. We have another one for 2 horsepower, and if not, if you have a bigger pump, we can sell you also a contact platinum or device also to turn on the kind of pump that you need. Okay, this device can it works 16 amps continually, and also you can have an inrush the current that you need to turn on the pump until 50 amps, and it works perfectly. The cabinet is also IP55 waterproof, as it works outside, inside, wherever. Okay, this is that you can see. This is in Mexico. We said tinaco to the tank. This is the building, and the pump could be here, and it works perfectly nice. Also, we have 5 minutes. I know we have a little more. This device is, we say, multipunto. It's a multi-point. Many people tell you, okay, we have here the electrical fence, but I want that the siren blows here, but also 800 meters from here, I want that it works. I want another siren there where is my house. And also I want with it to send maybe 900 meters from here, where are the guards? I want also a siren there. As you say, oh my God, how to put the cable to go there with the pipe and everything is going to be very difficult, but it could be. But sometimes you say, hey, how do I cross the street? Or how do I cross the river or wherever? With this device, you put this as this the transmitter. You could have 10 slaves like this. They're the receptors. And you also have there a very important relay that also could turn on pumps, open doors, or blowing sirens and lamps and wherever. But 1 kilometer from the transmitter to the receiver. It really works with very, very nice. And when the equipment turns on, you will have, sorry, you will have the thing that you want to turn on in 10 points with a distance of 1 kilometer. Okay, it works very nice. Also, if you don't use it with an electrical fence with energizer, you can use it alone, and you can push a panic button or a button for open 10 doors at the same time, or maybe in a gas station, if you have an alert, something like that, you can cut the pumps, the energy, the valves of the different kind of gas, gasolines or diesel or gas or whatever you need. Also, you can close doors. You can do whatever you want in 10 points at the same time, as this is one of the other applications that we have. Also, you can have alarms in every house if you want, in a perimeter of, like I told you, 1 kilometer from the transmitter to the different houses, or maybe if it is a big space, you can have it in all the corners or wherever you want to give an alert or something like that. Also to turn on lights or something. Okay. It is another device. It's a very interesting device. Is sometimes when we put a control system, a control access system, we need to cable from the doors or from wherever you want to the site. Maybe many places could be, I don't know, near about 30, 40 meters, but there are places that maybe are, the site maybe is in one building and you want to control not buildings, and maybe you are 2-3 kilometers from them. As what you can do is you put here these devices, this a Wigan transmitter that it transmits from the antenna 4 kilometers from wherever you want to the site. Okay, as you have a very long distance of 4 kilometers, you don't need to put wires, you don't need to put nothing to install that. It's going to take you a lot of time. You just put here the transmitter, and here you put in this maybe in the servers or in an access control server. You put the other one, the receiver, with antenna, and you have 4 kilometers between walls and wherever you need, and you don't need to cable. This is all the other device that I wanted to show you. Okay, this is the one. It works with it's compatible with 8, 26, 34, and I think it's 64 also Wigan protocols, and they work in 12 volts. You can use it for I don't know, keyboard, biometric access control like faces or fingertips or whatever you want to do. It's very, very good, very reliable, and it's very cheap if you don't need to, if you compare with the installation at the time, okay? This is the same thing. You can see here, this is the receiver, goes to the servers, and you can have doors, or you can have a RFID, like cards, and many, many things of this, okay? Good. This is another device, very interesting. We call him Central. This device, we use it when you have a very, very important perimeter. I don't know, maybe 2 kilometers, 1 kilometers, 100 kilometers. This equipment is the receiver, and this is the slave. What does it do? If this equipment maybe is in the big perimeter, you're going to divide it in zones. As if this is maybe in the zone X, the zone 5, and somebody cuts the zone of the wire, this transmit to the transmitter 4, 3, 2, 1 until it comes directly to the central. This technology is the mesh technology, and all of them transmit and all of them repeat. That's very interesting, and you don't need to wire anything. You just put this equipment. You in the computer, you will have a software when we design the perimeter, and you know which kind of zones is the one that somebody cuts or is in problems or whatever. And it's very, very reliable. You don't need to wire anything. Imagine to wire maybe 1 kilometer per zone. Maybe it's going to be 1 kilometer, then you're going to be 700 meters, or then 400 meters, and this is going to be a lot of cable, a lot of labor, of work labor, and it's going to be very, very expensive. And with this equipment, it works very nice. If you can see, everything is wireless. Okay, it's more or less, you can have many things. Here we have central, here we have multiple, we have the energizer. You can use everything together. Okay, as I already finished, thank you very much for your time. We are open to different kind of questions. If you want, I could talk about them, and I could receive whatever you need.
Thank you, Mr. Nurko, for sharing this valuable information about YONUSA. We're going to take a couple of minutes to see if we have any questions from our customers. You can use the right panel on the side of your screen. Let's take a couple of minutes, and if we have questions, I will let you know, Mr. Nurko.
Okay, thank you very much.
Mr. Nurko, we have a question. It says, number for a contact for a slide gate.
number, and I'm sorry if you can tell me this in Spanish.
Hello, Mr. Nurko. I think this is Loken Dipsy. And he's asking us, he says, good morning, my name is Logan. I use the equipment. I'm very interested in getting a model number for a contact for a slide gate. Okay, so I guess, Mr. Logan, this is more about if you need an installer that is part of the EPCOM network, we can send you information about him. And thank you for being using the YONUSA products. So if you have questions about the products that Mr. Nurko just presented to us, please send us a question, just as Celeste just mentioned. We have a panel on the right side of your screen. And if you have questions about the energizers or any application of YONUSA, we're going to be here for a couple more minutes, and we'll be happy to answer all of your questions. Thank you. A quick reminder is also that this webinar was recorded and we're going to be uploading it to our YouTube channel. So please keep visiting our YouTube channel. This is EPCOM USA, where you're going to be able to find all of the recordings of our daily webinars. So at the moment, Mr. Nurko, we don't have any other question, and we'll be doing a follow-up email. If you have any question, we'll be adding the information from our engineering team, so you can send us your questions. And if you have a project coming up that you'll need any energizer or any YONUSA products, feel free to send us the information and we'll be happy to help you. Mr. Nurko, thank you so much for your time this morning, and we hope to see you in our future sessions.
Thank you very much for EPCON. It was a pleasure, and also for all the people that invested their time to be here. And it was really, really nice to talk to you. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much, Mr. Nurko, and to all your team. We hope to see you in the future sessions of EPCOM. And thank you, everyone, for your time this morning. Please keep checking our website, epcom.net, for the future dates of our daily webinars. Thank you so much to Celeste for all your help. And thank you, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.